Hey guys, it's Stephanie here. So today I have put together a flower bed that I think is a really good combination. All these plants are going to look absolutely gorgeous together, and they have three characteristics that are in common. They're all super drought tolerant, they're great for xeriscaping, so they don't need a lot of water, and they all kind of self-seed and divide really easily. So you can, out of these three plants, you can just make numerous plants. And then I've added another plant just to add a little of that whimsical look that's just going to soften the entire flower bed. So let's take a look at all of these combinations. So right here, this flower bed gets full sun from morning to evening. It gets nearly 103 degrees here with no humidity. So I definitely needed to put plants here that can handle the heat. So let's take a look at the first variety and then we'll go from there. So this plant is called the Color Spires Azure Snow. This is a proven winners, and this is also a salvia. And I love planting salvia, but I particularly love this variety because it has a little white center with the purple. They love the heat, they divide super well, and they are just an all-around tough, low maintenance plant. These get about 15 to 20 inches tall and wide, so they're gonna fill in nicely and kind of wrap around that bench, which I'm really excited about. And then my next variety is this Centranthus White Jupiter's Beard. So I'm gonna show you the label, but look how cute those flowers are. I think they're so elegant. And this plant is awesome because it will just naturalize. So my goal with this particular flower is just to have it kind of fill in all of these spaces. I'm creating a really lush, full look. I don't want a lot of empty space. So this is a great one to do that. It will self-seed. It's not super invasive, but it will give you extra plants naturally. Okay, the next flower that I planted was this Oriental Poppy coral reef. If you're not familiar with Oriental poppies, you need to become familiar with them because they are one of the funnest flowers to grow, along with those alliums. Actually, it would have been fun to put alliums in here, but maybe I'll add a few. But these get really nice and tall, about 36 inches tall and fairly wide, 24 to 36 inches wide. But when they start to grow, they just have these graceful flowers that just flow in the wind. They soften up your whole flower bed. Okay, this next plant is called Rocky Mountain Penstemon. So let's take a look at those purple spikes. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I think it's going to provide a nice contrast to these white flowers, a little spike action with some of that purple, some of those creamy peaches, pink, dark blue delphiniums. But it's going to be a bee magnet. I know the hummingbirds are going to love it, and it blooms forever. And it has a little bit of a richer textured foliage. So that's really exciting. So I have three of those, 1, 2, 3, and it gets fairly large, about 3 feet tall to 3 feet wide. So it's going to fill in nicely. Last but not least, I planted 3 lavender in here. Lavender just kills it in my climate because it doesn't like a lot of humidity. Most of them don't. There are some varieties out there that can handle it, and they don't like a lot of moisture, and they just love the sun. So this last variety is called Opal Rain. I thought this was beautiful. It's a pink lavender. I haven't planted one of those yet, and it doesn't get as big. It's about an 18 to 20 inch tall and wide lavender. So I think it's going to really blend in nicely with the rest of these flowers. I noticed this Penstemon's kind of starting to pop out, so I'll give you a little closer look of it. But once those open, isn't that going to be really pretty? I cannot wait. And then right here I have a smoke bush. It's starting to leaf out a little bit. This is a cool bush because it produces these smoky plumes that are really cool and kind of magical that I think are going to blend in super well with all of these flowers. Besides the delphinium, the rest of these plants kind of require the same amount of water. They're also great xeriscape plants. So if you live in an area where it's super dry and you want something super low maintenance, these are the ones to go with. So just because it says it's xeriscape, you don't have to sacrifice on getting a beautiful lush look. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video and got some good ideas for some different combinations. I cannot wait for it to be lush and full in the next 2 to 3 years. What's going to be awesome about this flower bed is if I go on vacation, I'm not going to have to worry about them dying, getting enough water, because they're all super low maintenance and don't require a lot of attention. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I have some other plants that I'm going to be planting, some other combinations, and I'm going to be highlighting a lot of other people's yards that I'm really excited about. I kind of drive around the neighborhood and I find beautiful yards that are established that have absolutely gorgeous combinations and flowers that I don't have in my garden, just to expand options, especially in a climate that is more challenging, which we definitely are considered a challenging climate. And it just goes to show you that no matter what climate you're in, you can grow beautiful flowers and have stunning combinations. Anyways, have a great day gardening. Go buy some of these plants. They're no fail, low maintenance, they will attract such beautiful bees and hummingbirds and natural wildlife. So anyways, have a great day. Bye.